Hello Reds fan, in this video you'll stay informed about the latest Liverpool news. But first, leave your like and subscribe to our channel right now, so you don't miss any updates about Liverpool FC. Alright Liverpool fan, Federico Chiesa never seems to be too far away from transfer talk, and once again his name is popping up as we head towards January. The window is just around the corner, and even after spending big in the summer, it feels like Liverpool could still be in for a busy month. It's not just about players coming in either. There's a real chance a few could head out, and Chiesa is one of the big ones being mentioned. Despite Liverpool being a bit thin up front at times, the reality is the Italian needs minutes. And if he's got any hopes of getting on the plane for the World Cup, sitting on the bench at Anfield isn't going to help him. Juventus are the club most strongly linked, which makes sense given that's where Chiesa came from. And interestingly, he's never completely shut the door on a return. That alone has got people talking, because you don't say things like that unless there's still a bit of love there. What's mad is how popular Chiesa is with Liverpool fans despite barely playing. Everyone wants him to succeed here, and no one really wants to see him go. But you can understand his situation. He'll be desperate to catch the eye of Italy boss Gennaro Gattuso if the Azzurri qualify for the World Cup. And regular football is key to that. Gattuso is a huge admirer of Chiesa and even wanted to call him up recently, but Chiesa chose to stay at Liverpool and work on his fitness instead. That tells you his commitment is there. But patience only lasts so long. A move back to Italy, where he'd likely start every week, could almost guarantee him a spot in the squad. Juventus are reportedly considering a 6-month loan, and from Chiesa's point of view, that could be tempting. Liverpool's side of it is different, though, with attacking options already limited. Letting him go on loan doesn't make much sense. Financially, Liverpool wouldn't make a fortune either. He only cost around £12.5 million, so any fee wouldn't be massive. Still, a small sale could help fund a replacement if the club decided to move on. In the end, this might come down to what Chiesa really wants. If he pushes hard for a move, Liverpool probably won't stand in his way. But a straight loan without a proper deal attached feels like a long shot. So Reds, Liverpool are usually pretty smart when it comes to transfers, but let's be honest, they don't always nail it. And heading into January, it really feels like one of those moments where the club might be overthinking things. We're crying out for reinforcements. Injuries have piled up. The squad looks thin in a few key areas, and yet with the window just around the corner, there's been no concrete move for anyone. That alone is making a lot of Liverpool fans nervous, especially when you see players we've been linked with getting snapped up elsewhere. One name in particular looks like he could be off very soon, and Jermaine Pennant has basically said what a lot of us are thinking. He can't believe Liverpool haven't even made an approach for Antoine Semenyo, a player who feels like he ticks so many boxes for us. For weeks, Semenyo has been the standout name linked with Anfield, but now that story seems to have fizzled out. Manchester City look like his preferred option, and they're stepping things up. Meanwhile, Liverpool seem to be standing still, and it's starting to look like we'll miss out without even putting up a fight. Pennant, speaking as both a former Red and a fan, was clearly frustrated, with Isak injured, Salah away at Afghan, and massive uncertainty around Mo's future. He feels this was the perfect moment to act. In today's market, £65 million for a Premier League proven winger like Semenyo feels reasonable, maybe even cheap, and that's the key point. Premier League experience matters. We've all seen talented players come from abroad and struggle to adapt. With Semenyo, you know what you're getting: power, pace, direct running, and goals. He looks like someone who could grow into Salah's role over time, not instantly replace him, but be part of that transition. The problem is, if not Semenyo, then who? Anthony Gordon has been mentioned, but he's more comfortable on the other side. Yankuba Mina has popped up in rumors, but that's a risk. Jarrah Bowen gets mentioned every now and then, but at 29, he doesn't really fit the long-term profile Liverpool usually go for. Right now, Semenyo felt like the obvious answer. If Liverpool don't move for him, they might be forced to look abroad, take a bigger gamble, and probably spend even more money than £65 million to fix the same problem. Listen up Liverpool fan. Liverpool's number one target at centre-back has clearly been Mark Guehi for a while now, but it feels like the club might be starting to widen the net a bit. Everyone knows we need another center half. That's not even up for debate anymore. The only real question is whether the club pulls the trigger in January or waits it out until the summer. Most fans will tell you the same thing. The sooner, the better. Guéhi ticks pretty much every box. Premier League proven, leader, calm on the ball, and at the right age to slot straight into this team. It's easy to see why he's the name that keeps coming up. That said, Liverpool aren't putting all their eggs in one basket. Behind the scenes, other options have already been discussed. And interestingly, one of them is actually Guéhi's current teammate at Crystal Palace. That's right, the Reds have also been linked with Maxence Lacroix, which has got Palace fans tearing their hair out. But honestly, it's just credit to how well they've recruited. Alongside Guéhi and Adam Horton, Lacroix is now firmly on Liverpool's radar. According to reports, he's already been talked about at Anfield and remains a genuine alternative if things don't move forward with Guéhi. Since arriving at Selhurst Park, the Frenchman has been excellent, looking comfortable, strong, and more than capable of stepping up to a bigger club. Palace only paid around £18 million for him, which now looks like an absolute steal. If anyone comes in, that price will have at least doubled, probably more. With 3 years left on his contract, Palace aren't under pressure to sell. So a January deal feels unlikely. Still, it shows Liverpool are planning ahead. Even with these other names floating around, Guéhi is still the main guy. The concern is the waiting game. Holding off until the summer is a risky move, especially with how thin things look if either Virgil van Dijk or Ibrahima Konate were to pick up an injury. There's also the danger that other clubs move first. From January 1st, Guéhi can start talking to teams abroad, which adds another layer of risk. Liverpool may believe patience is the smart play, but with the situation at centre-back, it feels like a gamble that could come back to bite them. This is the Liverpool FC News fan channel, and I'll stop here. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. A big hug and see you in the next video.